Hi. Hi. Let's see. Hi, everyone. I'm going to make the first comment. Hi, everyone. How is everyone doing? I am back live just for you, answering your questions. And since I know this is recorded and everyone comes in at different times, right? I just always start the YouTube live Q&A just talking. So as you come in, say hi and let me know what part of the world you are coming in from. I always like to know that. I think it's so fun. It makes the world, I used to feel like the world was so huge and now it feels so much smaller. I was a flight attendant right out of high school, and oh my God, I loved it. And I felt like the world was huge, like there was just no way you could see it all. And while it is big, everything, as not just because of internet and online stuff makes it smaller. Yes, it does. But also when you understand and realize that everything is just you, that you are one with it all, that's where it becomes so much closer to you. Hey, hi Shayla. Hey Rosie. Um, you're so funny. So so what's new? What's new with you guys? So what's new with me? I have been, oh my God, I'm having so much fun and finishing up Leading Lady Academy. And then I'm going to open the second one is closed. And now the next one won't be open until probably May is my next one. And from Florida, what part of Florida are you in? I just went to Miami, 2 weeks ago. Was it a week ago or 2 weeks? 2 weeks ago, something like that. So what else? And I'm working with my one-on-one clients, which is so much fun because I like to get my hands dirty with people. And I like to see success. I like to see people get stuff done. Apopka. I've never heard of that. That's cute. I like the sound of that. And what else? So yes, just been busy doing all kinds of cool stuff. I was on a podcast. I got interviewed this morning on someone else's podcast and YouTube. I'm sure that'll be flying around somewhere. And yeah, so I'm also in my own certification program right now because I'm leveling up. I have a lot of pieces of papers and degrees and stuff. I never stop learning. And it's not that I want the pieces of paper. It's more about I want to level up. I'm hungry. I like learning. I like evolving. I love investing in myself and seeing what else I'm made of. So I don't teach and ask any of you to invest financially, emotionally, or with your time. I don't ask anyone to do what I don't do because I invest a lot in myself with my time, with my money, with everything, right? I give myself the best. And sometimes it's scary to invest in myself. I'm not going to lie to you. I was just doing my bookkeeping, and I was like, holy crap, okay, this is a lot of money going out. And I'm like, yeah, I know, girl, but you know what? This is how you level up. And this is my mindset. I don't just tell people to do it because that would be such a hypocrite if I told you to invest in yourself in my programs or working with me and I'm not doing the same thing, right? I'd be Miss Know-It-All. I'm not about that. I run from people that say that they know it all, that their way is the only way. No, that's not true. So, the other thing I wanted to share with you, and I'm going to come over and ask your questions. Hi, Mikolvo. Olivia, great question. Oh, okay. I'm going to answer your questions. Hey, am I saying it right, Mikolvo? I just love that. Hi, Martina P. Hi, girl. I love all you guys checking in. Yay! All right. What I wanted to share with you really quick is on my last YouTube video, I shared with you about my eyeglasses. See, I got my eyeglasses on. I got them back. I manifested those suckers back. And hi, Sophia. And I thought they were gone, right? So if you watched my last YouTube video, I have them on because that way I can read all your comments and your questions. So I want to be able to answer them, right? So, and I can actually see them okay. They're just a teeny fuzzy, so I can read faster if I have them on. So I have intended that I have perfect vision and I'm getting stronger because I know my body's always listening to me. So, but I wanted to touch about that again is when you really understand the difference between we have these two eyeballs to look out from and they just can see whatever they can see. Like right now, if you take the moment right now and look around your room, right? Just look around your room. You can turn your head, look up, look around, look outside the window, right? You can look. That's about all you got. You cannot see anymore with the eyes, with these two eyeballs. That's all you got. Even I'm looking way off the lake right now, and that's pretty far. It's nothing compared to what the one eye sees. And that's funny. And I have the one eye. I love it. My son said it's creepy, but I like it. But it reminds me when I look at it that the one eye is I am God, and I am sees it all. It sees past the walls, through the floors, through beyond. It sees the entire universe all at once. It sees everybody playing their parts, bringing you your desires. And I could be over here going, my desires, where are my things? And I am's going, chill out, man. It's like freaking on its way. I'm like arranging stuff over here. Just like chill, just focus on it. Because I'm over here busy arranging stuff and you're over here crying. That's how I look at I am, right? I am sees the bigger picture. And so when you trust in I am, you're like, you know what? I know you see what I can't see, and I'm going to trust in you. And that should bring you satisfaction. That what you saw and heard within is what should bring you the feeling of satisfaction. My work is done. I have manifested, I've seen it, I've heard it, and like Neville says, and I will continue to see it and I will continue to hear it until that which I've seen has perfectly externalized in my world. And what that means is I've seen it, I've heard it, smelled it, whatever, within my imagination, in my inner world, right? That's your work. It's done. Once you saw it in there, that's all you have to do. And persist in that. But loyalty is only to the inner world. Loyalty is to the I am that sees it all, right? That's your loyalty. Your loyalty is not out there in 3D. Your loyalty is only within. Nothing and no one else. Within. You trust what you see and hear within. You don't trust what you see and hear without. Because everything that you're looking at with your eyeballs, right? Looking around the room, looking around, everything you see with your eyeballs, that's an echo. That's already done. You've already like farted that out, basically, right? It's like, oh, okay, it's already been done. Or because whatever I have within gets pushed out because it has to echo whatever you are experiencing inside. And some things happen fast and other things take a little longer. But your job is to persist in the knowing that what you saw and heard within is done. It has to come out now. So let's look at some questions. Hi, Rose. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you too, Olivia. What are your thoughts on divine timing, surrendering to divine intention versus conscious creation? I think I just answered your question. Tell me, because that's literally it. What my divine timing, I don't believe in divine timing, right? That because what I personally, when I hear that, it feels like that's outside of me. Like I'm waiting around for somebody to give me something. And like what I just said, there is no timing, right? The satisfaction comes from within of knowing that I already did it. I already had it. So by the time, if I hear someone tell me something in my inner conversations, I've already satisfied myself. I already heard it. It's like, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. And so by the time it echoes, that's the second time I'm going to hear it, not the first. So a lot of people are waiting. If you feel like you're waiting, that means you think that you have to see it out here for it to be manifested. No, the manifestation happened already within. And when it externalizes, that's the second time you experience it. So divine time, there is none. It's divine timing is instant. You get it on the spot, and that is within. And out there is just the echo when you experience it the second time. And that has to happen with a bridge of events from depending on what it is. Even Neville says everything has its appointed hour. But if it be late, don't worry, it's sure to come, because it's the law. It's no broken mechanism. There's no backdoor method. There's no hack. There's no like, oh, you screwed it up, you can't get it now. No, it's like, it's a one-way train, people, that you cannot make it stop. So if you imagine you hear something, expect it. And that's what I would suggest that you do, is expect it to come. It's like, no, this is how it works. I imagine it and it pushes out. I expect to see it. But if you're finding yourself waiting and you're talking about time, that's when I hear that people aren't surrendering to I am, to the power, the one I that sees it all. So I hope that makes sense. Divine intention versus conscious creation. There's only one. All right. There's only one. You are a conscious creator. You are the cause of it all. There's nothing outside of you. You are I am. You are I am. All right. And I love that Neville talked. I was just reading another one of his lectures yesterday, and rereading, I should say. And he was talking about how Christ, Neville says Christ, or Jesus, is the second man within us. And the purpose of us is awakening to our power, that our controlled imagination, that we can have whatever we want. So everything, every word that comes out of our mouth, every thought that we have, every imagination, all of those things, they're connected to I am, because it's one of the same. There's no separation between you and God. So there is nothing outside of you that's divine. It's all you are. You are divine. You are the divinity. You are it. I am it. We're all divine. So we're the ones determining whether something happens or not. So don't get caught up in divine timing. If it's making you anxious, I'd say drop it. And they're like, screw that. Right? If something makes you anxious, drop it. Get rid of it. You don't have to believe anything that someone tells you. If it makes you feel good, keep it and then test it and see if it happens. If it makes you feel anxious and you feel like you have to live up to it, drop that crap, man. I'm serious. Just keep it moving. I'm about results, not about following some teacher, including Neville. And I love Neville, and he's so spot on. But what the difference is that there's so many Neville teachers out there that have their personal experience and interpretation about what things mean. So I say, read it, hear Neville yourself, and extract what you need and hear what you want to hear from him. Personalize it to you. And if you want to listen to different teachers, cool. But if you feel anxious after listening to them because you feel like you have to keep up with everything that they're saying, then it's time to drop it all and go within and listen to you. What do I need? What do I want to believe is true? Because I am the God or goddess of my reality. No one else gets to decide what's real and the right way to do things. Only you. So yes. All right. So, teacher, bonsoir. Comment ça va? Je vais bien. Mon français est merde. All right. Let's see. Shayla, how to embody the feeling on it real. How to embody the feeling on it real. Sometimes I do and sometimes I can't. Don't force it. Don't ever force anything. And in fact, you don't have, sometimes people want words to describe how they feel, and you don't need them. You don't need the words. Like, I can think of how I feel when I want to eat something. It's like, if you think of right now, if you think of your favorite pizza or your favorite cake or your favorite, burger, you're not going to be like, oh, because it has lettuce and cheese and mustard on. No, you're going to think of it. You're going to go, because you just took a bite. So that's all you need, right? You just got to keep feeling that. That's enough. You don't have to have an elaborate scene or the perfect words, right? If you can capture what that feeling is like just by doing that, because you can. You guys are going to like the video that I just recorded it earlier and I'll upload it on this. I have a couple that I did for this week. And one of them is about how to create an affirmation or create a state that you can actually feel, that you can actually, I'm going to walk you through how I go from, I don't like this, and I'm not really sure what it is that I want or how to feel it. I just know I want something. I walk you through how I go from, I don't like this, to, yes, this is exactly how I want to feel. So you guys are going to like that video. Hopefully it'll be helpful for you guys. So don't force yourself on feeling something, all right? And just look for something that just feels natural. Because if you force it, you're going to feel anxious and frustrated. And this isn't about forcing. Dive in, dig in deep to what it is that you really want. And, I made a video a long time ago that said, like, ask yourself the same question 7 times. Like, why do I want it? Right? Why do I want money? And then you're going to answer, because I want to buy anything I want, right? And why do I want to buy anything I want? And then you're going to answer and keep asking your question. Like, I say 7 times that I heard that somewhere and it's really helpful, but keep asking yourself that question. Like, why do I want it? And then what? And then I have that. And then what? And then what? And then you're going to end up with you're going to have your moment. Try that out. Charles, hello. Just wanted to let you know I'm back with my SP. Yeah. All right. Charles, get it. Get it. That's right. Because you wanted him, you got it. That's it. No questions asked. I am so happy for you. That is amazing. You can have anything you want, people. SPs are a thing, yes, but you got to make it about you. And I know, Charles, I know you made it about you because you show up all the time and you've emailed me, and I know you make it about you. So keep making it about you. Keep making it about you. All right. So happy for you. I can't even tell you. I'm so happy for you. All right, Ria, everybody, let's say, Charles, we're so happy for you. Woo, woo. Because when you celebrate someone else, you're celebrating your success. All right. Okay. Ria P. Hey, Rose, if our thoughts create, how can we explain health conditions that we have had from birth? Could someone else's beliefs manifested that for us? Not intentionally, of course. No, we are not. We are the cause of it all. So we are not the product of someone else's intentions or thoughts or imaginings, right? We are the cause of it all. And this question is brought up to me sometimes of like, why would I want to, manifest my health condition? So it's not that you wanted to do, and this is my personal take on this, okay? It's not that you wanted to manifest some negative thing for you, whether it's a health condition or a financial condition or whatever, right? Like, I think of things that happened in the past when I was little. I'm like, why would I want to do that to myself, right? And what I always say is like everything, this is like so funny because this is a theme today, because I'm in school right now and I'm learning about negative projections right now as well, because I'm wanting to teach you and anyone that wants to learn with me that when you have, I want to teach people how to implement the psychology background in my coaching training. And I'm structuring everything so it makes sense. So all these like questions stop, flying out of people. It's going to be a very streamlined, structured academy that I'm building. But anyway, so why would we manifest anything negative for ourselves, right? Well, we can look at negative things that are happening in our lives, right? Either to us or around us, right? We feel like everything's happening to us. Instead, like Neville says, we're not here to fix the world or fix the things in it. We're here to see that despite what you see, despite what you feel in your body, despite what is happening, that you have this power to spiral out of it, right? So he describes like a cycle, and that we're not here to completely change every single little thing about what's happening in the world. No, we're here to see that despite the health conditions, despite the financial conditions, despite what seems impossible, we're here to spiral out of it with our power. So, how? By the use of our imagination. So, you may have made an agreement with yourself before you were even born to have this, to see your power, to see you spiral out of it. I don't know, but this is what I believe. It's that whatever we're doing, we're having in our life, and whatever we created in our life, it was there, placed by us. This is the weird thing, by us, so that we can spiral out of it with our power. And because it's almost like you knew yourself well enough that you needed something in your life, because I know I created my drama for years, that I needed to wake me the hell up and to test and see my power so that I can rise out of it. Otherwise, I would have been like, no way, you can't prove it to me. No, I don't believe this. I don't believe I'm God. No, don't. So something in me, right, the deeper part of me knew that I needed something. And yeah, it sucks, some of the stuff that we do to ourselves and the stuff that has happened. But that's not who we are. We're not here to survive it. We're not here to victimize ourselves from it. We're here to awaken to our power and spiral out of it. So your job now is to see how powerful you are. And yes, you can heal your body. I heal my body from several things already. And it's just mind blowing. It is so much. There's actually one video, it's been probably a couple years, that I watched a long time ago. And it's from Amy from Illuminating Joy. If you guys have checked her out, she's awesome. I love her. But she said in one video, she's like, oh, when she had like an ailment on her body, and she just looked at it and she said, oh, I just made this up. I made it up. And that stuck with me. And that's exactly what I do when I have a headache or I have any body ache or anything. I'm just like, I just made it up. I made it up. It's going to go away because I made this and I made it up. I'm the one in charge. I'm the one creating everything. I'm the cause of it all. So I made it up. So now I'm good. So, and I love that. And it just stuck with me. And I'm like, it's so true, because we are making everything up, and we can make everything up in any direction that we want. Right? Where there's no one in charge of us. No one can do anything to you unless you believe that they can, then they will. Then that has to manifest and be proven to you as well. So flip that around and say, I don't know why the hell I did this, and I don't know what the point of it is, but I do know that I'm powerful and that I can have whatever I want, and that I know that I can heal this body because I know who I am. So, And that being said, what I don't want to mistaken is that sometimes part of that healing is going to the doctor, is going to a hospital, is going to get treated, is taking medication, is taking vitamins, is drinking more water, is changing your diet, is doing these things, right? Because I don't believe it's just like, like these Jesus movies, like, and it can be, right? But like, I love when Neville says it has to be natural to you. So things happen to us in a natural way. So we're just not like, holy crap, what was that? Like a unicorn just landed on my balcony and brought me a basket full of money. Like that would freak me the hell out, right? That's not natural. So things are going to be inspired to us to like, go call this doctor, go take this medicine, right? But here's the difference is like, I know that whatever I'm about to do works. And I know whatever I'm about to do is a bridge. I know whatever I'm about to drink, eat, or do, or or like saying to the doctor, I'm like, okay, go ahead. Because I know it's going to work because that's my power. So I hope that is helpful. All right. All right. Nita. Oh, hi, Nita. Rose, thank you for the video on just saying yes to things I want and not worry about the how. It has took some pressure off me. It is, it is. You say yes. The more you say yes to things, the better. There is this cute Netflix movie I watched the other night. It's brand new. And I think it's called A Yes Day or something. Yes Day. And the movie is about this mom and dad that has like 3 kids, I think. And that when they first met, they would be like, she was like, oh my God. I always said yes to everything. I said yes to life, yes to, traveling, yes to everything. I would just say yes. And then she met her man and he was like another yes guy. And they would say yes together. Yes, yes, yes. And they had the best, most amazing life. And here I am in my head thinking, yeah, you're manifesting all this stuff because you keep saying yeah or yes. And then they had kids. And then the yes turned into no, don't do that. No, don't touch that. No, you can't have that. No, 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 no. No became their dominant word. And pretty soon their kids are like, oh my God, we can't stand you guys. You guys are like tyrants. You guys are like, mean parents and bossy. And they were unhappy, stressed out. The whole family was unhappy, stressed out, full of problems, all the stuff, fighting, all this stuff, right? And then they decided as a couple to start saying yes to their kids for one whole day. They let their kids do, tell them what to do. And that mom and dad had to say yes to whatever the kids said for one day. And that freaked them out, right? This is the people that used to do it. So you guys can watch that movie. It's really cute. It's really PG. But I thought it was so cute because it's like, yes, saying yes, it's like makes you alive and it brings you so many wonderful things into your life. And it's like, to me, it's the easiest way to manifest wonderful things is when something presents itself to you, you say yes. If somebody says you want to go to Target, yes. You want to go get a coffee? Yes. Like everything's exciting to you because you don't know what that's going to lead in. One little thing leads to the other. Shonda Rhimes also wrote a wonderful book. I love it. I read it a few years ago. It's called The Year of Yes, I believe. And that's all she did for an entire year. She agreed to say yes. And her life changed and it was like wonderful in so many ways. She opened her eyes to so many opportunities and she manifested a wonderful life by saying yes and allowed life to come to her instead of saying, well, I don't know if I want it. And is that possible? But how's it going to happen? Do you see, we get in the way. So I'm a big yes. Can you tell? I'm a big yes girl. All right. Let's see. It's like I have a calm about me now. Yeah, totally. I am calm and confident. And you can say that. You can affirm that to yourself. Shivani, thank you. Makes a lot of sense. Good. I'm so glad. Spiritual guidance. How do you manifest on a time? Thank you. I know somebody just thank you for whoever just dropped me something. Barry. Barry, I had a question, but you kind of just answered it. Just wanted to send some love and loot. I love that. Love and loot. instead of love and light. Get it? Thanks for sharing such great information. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it. And I love the numbers you chose, by the way. 1111. Not that we need numbers or signs, right? It's just kind of cool to see it. I'm glad I answered your question. If you need elaboration, just throw it in there and let me know. All right. Spiritual guidance. How do you manifest on a timeline without feeling anxious about getting it in time? Time is in your favor. You are the creator of time. You don't serve time, because that whole question felt like you serve time still. No, time serves you. Time works for you. Everything works for you. Everything is here supporting you, right? I would focus on flipping that. In fact, meditate on that time works for me. I don't serve time. Remember, everything is perfectly lined up in front of you. And all we have to do is select and attach ourselves to that desired outcome. Time's irrelevant, right? You can backtrack and forward time, right? Neville played around with it a lot. Like, he talked about freezing time and all of these things, but that's from all his testing, right? He didn't go from, I've never manifested a penny, to I'm going to freeze time. No, he started seeing his power and started testing it over years and years, right? And he's like, what else do I got? What else does this thing in here have on, right? It's like getting into a car. And I heard someone say when she was younger, she used to get into fast cars, just like, let's push it. Let's see what this car is made of. And that's how I look at I am within. It's like, let's see what I got going on under the hood, right? And you do that by testing it. So time serves in your favor. You just claim the end. What is it that you desire? And you attach yourself to that. And the rest is not for you to worry about or be concerned about. And if you're feeling anxious, I would drop the time factor and know that it always is working for you. The time works in my favor, that everything works out for me, that I always get what I want, no matter what. Even if it's a day after, a minute before, a minute on the 11th hour, 59th minute, right? Time always works for you. So I would say master this thought, this concept that time is something that has control over you and your desires. No, right? Flip it around. And I made a post on my Facebook the other day, and it said, and this was actually from one of my clients. She said it. She says, Rose, I'm tired of people saying that life is short. Life is so short, right? She says, I'm going to start saying life is long, and there's plenty of time to do everything that I want and enjoy life. Life is long. How does that sit with you? What does that do to you when you shift that around, right? See how that changes your concept of time. All right. Hola de Portugal, Ana. Thank you. I love it. De Portugal. I've only landed in Portugal. I've never in Lisboa. I never got out of the airport. That was a long airport sit. But I got to go back. Hi, hola. Bienvenida. Gracias por estar aquí. Ria P, how do you deal with SP before they conform? If you are dating them, but they're not exactly how you want them, how do you start reacting to 3D when you see them all the time? What 3D is just your echo. So you can't get mad at them. And if you want to react to them, that's holding you back, because they're just showing you what you believe to be true. I know it's a difficult thing to grasp sometimes and accept that they're not to blame, right? They are just you. So if they're being bratty or distant or whatever they're reflecting some belief alive in you. So they are within you. And I know you physically see them, right? But they're within you, and you can interact with them, enjoy them, all of that. in the 3D, but within you can, okay. So for example, this morning my son came in, he said, I'm going to go hang out with my friend. And I said, okay. And then I said, how are you planning on getting there? I'm going to take your car. And I said, oh, was that a question? Did you ask me? And I got a little irritated, right? And then I was like, no, I'm not doing this. And so I went within and I heard him say, Mom, I'd really appreciate it if you let me use your car. While he was talking to me, right? I heard this. While he was speaking to me, Mom, I really appreciate it if you let me use your car. And then I verbally said, okay. I said, you can use it. I said, just make sure you wash it afterwards because I just got it washed. And then he said, okay, I'll do that. So even though in 3D, that's what I heard, I already know that what I heard within, he has to say that to me. So I'm good. Do you see? So the 3D just to me is like, oh, that's nice. Like I heard something I didn't want to hear. It's like, oh, that's cool. But I already heard what I really want to hear and I'm satisfied so much that I just said, okay, because I already know what is happening. So I don't rely on what I'm looking at or hearing or seeing. It's just showing me what I must have a belief in, that he's not grateful for me or he doesn't appreciate me. So I went within and corrected that. So there's no choice right there that he has to conform to that somehow, some way. I don't know when, but I know it. So I am satisfied with what I heard within so much that I just said, okay, just make sure you wash my car after. Hope that helps. Miko Vo, do we need keep the end result in mind on repeat? Some manifestations came instantly after one strong thought and decision to release worry. You don't need to keep it on repeat. Sounds for me, that's boring. Okay, so when Neville says persist, right? You can persist in something and you're like, no, this is mine, right? And what that means is you persist, you're like, this is already mine. And if I think about it or the topic comes up, right? Instead of reacting to me not having it, to me like feeling that lack that I don't have it yet, I'm like, oh no, I already have it. I already saw it and heard it within. So it's already mine. What I'm seeing here are old thoughts, old feelings, old imagination, old whatever. So I'm like, yeah, it sucks. I don't like seeing this. I don't like seeing this, whatever it is that you're manifesting. I don't know what you're manifesting, but so instead you're just like, yeah, it sucks out here, but I know the truth and I already know what I have. I already have this. This is already mine, right? In fact, you can, and if you're feeling down, you can just like, and I can't wait for this to get pushed out because everything has to be echoed. This is all echo. So I knew I saw this beforehand. I heard this beforehand. So if this is all echo, that means everything I saw within it has to echo too, because that's what conscious manifesting is. That I know how this little system in here works, and that everything I see and hear within it has to come out. So that's where I would go with that. Okay. Callie Greeny, how do you heal someone on their deathbed in a coma with COVID? Well, here's the thing with what I talked about earlier with health before, right? And when you can do a couple of things, you can see them healthy, you can see them being comfortable. It's up to you. Okay. So you get to see them comfortable, and that might mean they die. That might mean that it's their time to pass away from this body, their agreement, right, for earth. That might be for them, because that's what I believe. Okay. And maybe some of you have a different opinion, and that's okay, right? But I do believe that we have an agreement on when we die, and physically with our bodies. But we're here to learn our power and to see how powerful we are. But who we are, it never dies. So your awareness of being never dies. our bodies will expire, but we're here to play around with them too. So you can see that person healthy, you can see that person healed, and you can see that person comfortable, right? And you can do these things for them. And you don't need their permission to do it, and you can just do it. But this is the thing that I know, well, in my belief, that it's an agreed upon thing that the death of a person happens because of the agreement that they had when they came into this earth. So that's why I see sometimes people are able to heal others because it's not their time, and other times it's not. So I have watched cats and dogs healed, people that I know, that they said that they were on their deathbed and they were going to die. They get transferred out of the hospital into a recovering center. And so I've done this myself, right? But I don't attach myself to it. Has to be, that when it comes to someone living and dying, this is where I stand on that. And you can explore this, right, by seeing them healthy, seeing them comfortable, right, seeing them peaceful, right, seeing them peaceful. And the most beautiful thing that I've done, and I've been at a lot of bedsides, and this is before I really was a conscious manifester. Throughout my life, I've been at bedsides of people that were dying, family, relatives, and oddly enough, they were alive long enough for me to get there. And when I got there, it was this connection that I had with these different people, that when I came to their bedside and touched them and talked to them, I watched them die right in front of me. And I felt the life from the body, right? I watched the body die, but I felt the life like rise from them and through me. And that's because of the oneness that we are. They're not dead, right? Who they are, very much alive. That's why the feeling that rushes through so many times that happened, with me over my life. So I have witnessed the life leaving the body, but not like, it's gone. No, just the body is gone. So I know that sucks, but this is how it is. So I'm going to imagine that you are gaining something beautiful out of this. That's what I want to imagine, is that you are going to get something beautiful from this for you. That's what I'm going to imagine for you. Let's see. Yes, Charles. Hi, Sam. Congrats. Migivo, we celebrate you, Charles. Yeah, Charles is killing it. Callie, my dad died of COVID a few weeks ago, and now my mom is on a ventilator trying to be positive, but this feels impossible. All right, Callie, I hope that helped you, sweetie. I feel so much for you, and it sucks. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's like, don't be positive about this. It's like, you can say this freaking sucks. And it's like, what the hell, man? But then after you allow yourself to feel in the grief and like just discomfort, don't fight that, right? Allow yourself to feel your feelings. I don't fight feelings. Don't be positive right now. It's like, who the hell's going to be positive when their parent or any loved one or pet or anyone is dying, right? Or if they're not feeling well. But what you can do is see her comfortable, see her peaceful. You can imagine her cooking or laughing, right? The things that you're used to seeing her do, because you have that to tap into already. And you can see her doing these things. And you can also imagine yourself just feeling so whole and complete within and connected to her, connected to dad, because you are one with them. And so I would suggest that you do that. And you're going to get something really golden from this. I just know it. I just know it. I just know it. Something wonderful is going to happen for you with this. And that's what I strongly feel for you. And I just know it. I just feel it. So yeah. Yeah, wow, you got me. That was strong, what I really felt for you. So I'm sending lots of love to you. Ria, Pete, congratulations. Charles, yes, Ria, Pete. Thank you, Rose. That makes so much more sense. Michelle, let's see. Michelle, like religion. Ayumi, hi, Rosie. Hi. Laziza, can I manifest new person but with very specific appearance and traits about him? Let me ask, yes, you can. Everything's possible. But what I want you to answer yourself is two things. Why are you asking me if you can have something? I am tired of people asking if they can have something, because what I don't want you to do is go to another coach or another YouTube channel or another book and try to get permission to want something. You can have whatever the hell you want. I want you to start there. Stop asking people if things are possible. Instead, give it to yourself. If you have a desire, it is because it's one, it's already done, and two, because it is for you. All right. The next thing is you can be specific, but is it the traits in appearance and the traits about him that you want, or is it that you want to, because it's almost like you can manifest like a Ken doll, right? Some cute, I was looking at some really hot guy on an ad the other day, and I was like, damn, he's fine. And I was like, okay, but if I manifested just that, it's like he might talk like Mickey Mouse and and be kind of goofy and jerky and not committal and think that, I don't know. It's like, is that what I want? I'm like, because appearance is one thing. I get it, right? But what is it that you truly desire, right? Do you want to feel secure, safe? What do you want? Do you want the relationship? Do you want just to have fun, right? Whatever it is, go there, go to the end. And you can manifest specific things and traits. Yes, you can. Okay. But really, because traits and specific things aren't going to give you the experience of already having it. So you can have those things, but I'm saying go to the end of what it is that you want. Okay. And then say, yes, this is what I want to feel for me, not to impress people, right? No, for me. Okay. Rosie, have you seen other people's faces morph into an SP face? I have not. That's like the dog, your dog. People say you start looking like your dog or something. I sure the hell don't look like the Chihuahua in my house. No, thank you. I don't want to look like that dog. Um, let's see. Spiritual guidance. Thank you. That makes sense. Oh, I'm so glad. So glad. No, don't worship time. Let time worship you. Amala, Kali, yours seems to be next. Thanks a lot. Getting to your questions. Let's see. This is the best answer I've received from anyone in the Attraction Neville community. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're welcome. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Kelly, we are sending much love to you. Yes. Yes, Kelly, we are. You're welcome. Oh, I just look at your name and I'm just like, holy crap. What is she going to tell me? There's something wonderful coming from this. It's just so powerful. I can't even explain it to you. Thank you. This has been the hardest season of my life, but Rosie's response was beautiful and moving, just what I needed. You're welcome. You're welcome. Just feel your feelings, girl. Cry, be mad, whatever. Feel like this sucks, all of it. But don't forget who you are. All right. Do not forget who you are. And anything is possible. All right. Anything is possible. Ayumi, I meant while manifesting them anyway, thank you. Ayumi, let me see. What was your question? Have you seen, other people's faces morph into an SP face? And then you said, I meant while manifesting them. Oh, no, I don't think I can say that I have. I don't, but hey, just because I haven't seen it doesn't mean it's possible, doesn't mean it's not possible. And that goes for everything that I just said on here. Just because I have not personally experienced it, or any of you have not personally experienced it, doesn't mean it's not possible. You might be the first one ever to manifest it in your world, in your reality, right? In this 3D reality. You might be the first one. So I say, don't knock it until you try it. And, that's my belief. Just because someone else hasn't done it doesn't mean it's not possible. Everything's possible. I mean, we are manifesting these bodies, right? We are all manifesting these bodies right now. And your cells in your body are listening to you, and they're taking your command. They are literally taking your command. That's why I just lay there and I thank all the cells in my body. And I thank you for healing me. Thank you for moving around and doing what you got to do to keep me healthy. Thank you. I thank my body. I thank the cells in there for moving around. And to me, they just feel so cute. Like they're like a little army in there moving around, healing, repairing. They're constantly doing little construction in there. And the more that I talk to them, it's like, I'm really a strong person, and I'm healthy. And I know it's because I see myself that way, and I speak to myself that way. And I don't, even though it's like not ideal where I'm at yet, right? I continue to love my body and like my body. And sometimes, I'm not going to lie, sometimes I look in the mirror, I'm just like, dang. And I'm like, oh, okay, how about we're going to take a moment to accept yourself right now, girl? Because I have to catch myself sometimes. It's just like, okay, let's just throw some love here. All right. To whatever it is that you're looking at, that you're judging, let's throw some love at it. And I will stand there and I will look at myself and love that part of me that I'm judging. And I'll say, thank you. Thank you. And I don't walk away from the mirror until I have truly felt the gratitude, right? Because all of that can change so fast. But if I keep it alive by reacting to it, by going, ugh, do you see? The reactions are very telling of where your beliefs are. So stand with the discomfort for a moment, remembering who you are. Hi, everyone from Indiana, Sandy Case. Hi. You're I don't know if anyone else is in Chicago, but you're close to me. How are you liking this snowstorm we have today? Yesterday was like pretty 60 degrees, and today it's snowing. Can you guys see the snow? Hello, welcome to Chicago. It's been snowing sideways because it's really windy. So instead of the just snow coming down, it's snowing sideways. You guys can probably hear the wind. My last video, I realized that you can hear the wind howling too. I think it's kind of cool. So anyway, well, my loves, this was so much fun. I'm so happy to be here. If you guys think of any questions, right, send them to me. And I always keep my questions. And for the next time I come back on live Q&A, I'll be back in 2 weeks and answering your questions. And you know what? I really appreciate you guys liking the videos, because I noticed that when the videos get liked, that more people watch them. And I didn't know this because I don't really pay too much attention to what YouTube algorithms and stuff like that do, but I'm learning. And I noticed that the most, when people like something and they're like, people say, this is such a good video, I wish everyone would watch it. So like it and comment so that the YouTube pushes it out more. And I love it because I know that there's a lot of information out there. And I'm not a forceful teacher, if you guys haven't noticed. I'll call you out, don't get me wrong. But I'm not a forceful teacher. I believe in being loving teaching, and being kind and patient with where you are, and going from feeling a victim and like everything's impossible to feeling like a powerful badass and I'm God and I can have everything I want. I know some people try to cram that down your throat faster than what you can swallow. It's like taking those humongous vitamin pills, right? So to go from here to here, sometimes it just needs a little bit of, hey, I got you. I'm going to hold your hand over here. And that's how I see myself when I work with my clients and the information that I produce. So thank you for liking and sharing the videos. And yeah, and thank you so much for being here. And I love you guys so much. All right. I'll see you guys soon. Mwah. Bye.